Hello, I hope that everyone had a nice long weekend as we celebrated Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. this past Monday. Since 1986, on every third Monday in January, we honor Dr. King Jr.'s life and legacy. He was an American activist, minister, and leader in the civil rights movement. Over 70 years ago, he stated that the function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. It has been more than 50 years since Dr. King was assassinated in 1968, but his impact lives on in each one of us, no matter our ethnicity, our economic status, our political affiliation, or our skin color. We're all people, and in Dr. King's words, people fail to get along because they fear each other. They fear each other because they don't know each other. They don't know each other because they have not communicated with each other. Today, it is more important than ever that we communicate and come together so that everyone can get beyond that fear. When we think of Dr. King's most recognizable words in his I Have a Dream speech, we must also know that he was truly dedicated to serving people and people serving one another to better their condition. We must ask ourselves, how are we living his dream? How are we collectively moving forward and supporting one another in the movement for social justice for all? This movement for social justice didn't begin with the protests in 2020 or the March on Washington in 1963 for equality. This movement for fairness and justice is shared by people of all backgrounds. In August 1957, Dr. King delivered a sermon on conquering self-centeredness and said, "An individual has not started living until he can rise above the narrow confines of his individualistic concerns to the broader concerns of all humanity." Where are we now, 64 years later? I am filled with passion and hope and optimism because in this new year, 2021, we will make the most of it. And although this pandemic has changed us and challenged us in unthinkable ways, it has made us rethink how we act on a daily basis. But it has not broken us. On October 14th, 1967, Dr. King said, "Now let me say finally that we have difficult days ahead, but I haven't despair. Somehow I maintain hope in spite of hope. And I've talked about the difficulties, how hard the problems will be as we tackle them. But I want to close by saying this afternoon that I will still have faith in the future. And I still believe that these problems can be solved. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to speed up the day when all will be able to join hands and live together as brothers and sisters. All over this great nation. That will be a great day. That will be a great tomorrow." And in the words of musical artist John Legend and Common, "Somewhere in the dream we had an epiphany. Now we right the wrongs in history. No one can win the war individually. It takes the wisdom of the elders and the young people's energy. Welcome to the story we call victory. Coming of the Lord, my eyes have seen the glory." I ask that we all continue fighting to do what is right, to fulfill Dr. King's dream every day. We're rolling quickly through the month of January and have a few key points to share. My priority in the coming month is preventing learning loss, recovering, and reducing any current regressions, as well as accelerating learning for those students who are already proficient and ready to move ahead. There's a lot of work that we need to do. There will be a targeted focus on critical and analytical thinking skills, vocabulary, and math computational skills as well. We're working to provide tutoring for students in all grade levels. More information will be coming out very soon. We must continue to work together and follow the precautions that have made it possible for over 9,000 of our students to attend school in person over these last few months. We've also been able to provide about 4,000 students with the option of engaging remotely on a daily basis in our Distance Learning Academy. The COVID-19 management process continues to be a tremendous undertaking. We're working to support the COVID-19 vaccination process as well. We're continuing and coordinating our efforts to assist with effectively implementing this vaccination process in the city. Remember that New Bedford Public Schools COVID-19 tracker, which is on our website, is a primary mode of communication to families regarding positive COVID-19 cases for students or staff. So remember, to date, there is no evidence of any cases originating in our schools or offices. Although we continue to stay on top of that with contact tracing to make sure things are that we're accurate and we're digging deeper into each of the individual cases. We must remain focused on being proactive. We must wear our masks when around others, and please keep the appropriate distance. It's just a reminder that this past week, the Massachusetts Department of Public Health removed the requirement for students to have a flu shot. We still highly encourage individuals to follow through and get their shot, as it has been a help during this situation that we're in with the pandemic. In our fine arts area, we want to have congratulations for our New Bedford High School seniors, Jonathan Daniels and Shemaya Estevez, who had their artwork chosen by UMass Dartmouth's Emerging Artists juried exhibition, where they were selected out of more than 430 entries from 6 states. Their artwork will be part of a video that includes all accepted artwork, and it'll air on January 22nd. So again, congratulations to our 2 students. College acceptances are rolling in, and I want to congratulate our high school seniors who are receiving acceptances to several schools, including Brown University, University of New Haven, Bryant, Penn State, Stanford, Hofstra, and Michigan State, just to name a few. There'll be many more to come, and we'll keep everyone posted, as students are doing a wonderful job at this time. Also, like we started the beginning of the year, we had 3 parent meetings that shared information about our facilities, about our health, and our teaching and learning process. These meetings will occur on February 2nd, February 1st, and February 3rd. So again, February 1st, February 2nd, and February 3rd, we'll have these 3 parent meetings via Zoom webinar to be able to share information where we are as a school system right now in each of those areas. So please stay tuned. Please continue checking our new website, newbedfordschools.org, or our Facebook page to stay updated. Or again, you can call our family support line at 508-997-4515 for help with any topic. So again, remember, we're all in this together. Think of others, mask up, and stay safe. Thank you.